What makes a good nursery practitioner? Is it a proactive attitude and good work ethic? Is it having a real love for children and education? Or is it a lot of patience? Well, it's all of the above. Hi everyone, I'm Natalie from MyProgression, and this video is about how to be a good nursery practitioner. If you're considering working in a nursery or want to know what it's like in this setting, then see our other video on working in a nursery, and then come back here. We'll wait. Let's focus on today's topic, being the best nursery practitioner you can be. I've heard people say that working in a nursery must be really easy. You're just playing all day. No, that's really not the case. And there is a big difference between babysitting at home and working in a nursery. You have a huge responsibility in nursery to shape the minds of the children in your care in their most formative years. From birth to age 5, a child's brain develops more than at any other time in life, and early brain development has a lasting impact on a child's ability to learn and succeed in school and life. The quality of a child's experiences in the first few years of life, positive or negative, helps shape how their brain develops. A newborn baby has all of the brain cells they'll have for the rest of their life, but it's the connections between these cells that really make the brain work. Brain connections enable us to move, think, communicate, and do just about everything. The early childhood years are crucial for making these connections. At least 1 million new neural connections are made every second, more than at any other time in life. And you, as a nursery practitioner, are responsible for a lot of their development and understanding of the world around them. Quite a big responsibility, right? It is. But at the same time, this job is really exciting and important. You get to be a huge part of a child's development. There are many duties that a nursery practitioner will need to fulfill every day. Now, this includes, but is not limited to, making sure that children are safe and happy, communicating information to children using play, encouraging children's development using play to increase a child's level of development, creating a child-friendly environment, maintaining toys and play equipment, finding ways to stimulate children, particularly those with special and sensory needs, feeding suitable meals, snacks and drinks, changing nappies or helping with potty or toilet training, teaching general life skills such as basic hygiene and manners, working with any health and social care professionals when necessary and undertaking any relevant paperwork, providing infant care such as holding and rocking babies to sleep, communicating with parents to update them on their child's care, performing administrative duties such as supervising staff, coordinating activity programs for children, setting up the nursery's daily routine, and attending meetings. Whew, this is not a short list and definitely doesn't sound like just playing with children all day, right? It's a varied role and you will be busy all day. So what makes a great nursery practitioner? To be successful in this role, you need to be proactive, have a good understanding of safeguarding, have a keen interest in early years education, actually like children, and have a lot of patience. So proactive, I'm sure you'll have picked up on this already, but it's busy in a nursery. You need to be proactive to keep control of all the children in your setting and to make sure you're providing the highest level of care possible. I was told recently by a nursery manager that the best nursery nurses are the ones who take initiative. They're always moving and always asking, what else do you need me to do? If you're sat down in the reading corner with 5 kids and they slowly all get up and wander off to play elsewhere, don't just stay sat there waiting for other children to join you. Tidy the corner, see if there are any other children who you can engage with. Yes, you need to let them explore independent play, but there may be some other children you can direct into another group activity. Keeping the room clean and tidy is also so important. Those children will generally explore with their hands and their mouths. My 3-year-old thinks it's hilarious to lick everything, including my face. It's gross. So you need to make sure that the toys are regularly sanitised. Check the floor for hazards and make sure the children are playing safely. Again, my daughter just climbs up everything and then flings herself off. I do think she'll give me a heart attack very soon. If the children are being toilet trained, then regularly ask them if they need the toilet and keep an eye out for accidents. Safeguarding. Understanding your duty to safeguard the children in your care is paramount. You must ensure you're up to date on all safeguarding policies and procedures and know who you need to go to if you have any concerns. Children of nursery age do get bumps and bruises regularly. They're learning to walk and run, so it's understandable. But if you see any patterns or a sudden change in behaviour, then you must raise it with the safeguarding lead. If you witness any behaviour in a nursery that doesn't seem right, then make sure you speak up and let your manager or the safeguarding lead know. This could be playing too rough, being too stern, or even teasing the children. See our safeguarding series for more information. Safeguarding is not something you should take lightly. If you even have a slight feeling that something isn't right, then speak to the safeguarding lead. Have a keen interest in early years education. It's important to understand what milestones the children should be meeting as they move through the nursery, so you can encourage their development and highlight any concerns to your manager. Now, I do want to point out all children are different and will develop at different rates. You may have a 2-year-old in your room who's toilet trained, can recite the alphabet, construct a full sentence and count to 20. And you may have one that's in nappies and can only put 3 words together at a time. Both are perfectly fine. If there's any regression in language development, then that's definitely something to mention to your line manager. You should be investing your time in researching activities and games that aid their development and inject fun into their day. And it can't hurt to learn some Disney songs as well. Actually like children. I mentioned this in the previous video. If you don't like children, work somewhere else. You have parents and guardians trusting you with the most precious part of their life. They want someone who's going to truly care for them and even love them. It's so hard to hand your child over to another person, but it's a whole lot easier when it's someone you can just tell really cares. I remember when I first put my daughter into nursery and she bonded really quickly with a particular nursery nurse. It was such a relief to see how much this person cared about her, and they still have a lovely bond now. And finally, have a lot of patience. This is the age when children are testing boundaries. Research shows that they don't fully understand consequences until age 5. A 1-year-old may not clearly grasp what no means, or that yesterday's no also applies to today's experience. They haven't yet learned how the world works. For instance, they don't realise that a glass vase can smash if it's knocked over. They want what they want now. Waiting is extremely difficult and they have no impulse control. Life is an emotional roller coaster for a 2-year-old who's beginning to make sense of their feelings. They constantly test their environment to get reactions from others. What will happen if I refuse to wear my shoes? Children this age have trouble understanding and communicating their powerful and sometimes overwhelming emotions. They discover they won't get everything they want and can have frequent tantrums. Now, whilst a 3-year-old will connect the dots between misbehaving and a consequence, they're very likely to do it again to check their understanding. A 4-year-old can focus more intently on games and activities, and because of this, making transitions can be especially difficult when they're having fun. They may whine more intensely because they're better able to think about what they lack and want. A 4-year-old may sometimes bend the truth to fit a private version of reality, but they don't understand that that's wrong. So you need to be patient. Understand that all behaviour is communication and think about how best to move forward. See our video on calm communication for more. And whilst you're there, like, subscribe and click on the bell to keep seeing more from MyProgression. The job of a nursery practitioner is busy, fun, exciting and important, but it is hard work. Look out for future videos in the nursery series, including educational play and storytelling. And as always, let's keep your career in motion.